my name is Jasmine, and today I'm gonna show you the clothes that I've bought from the thrift store or the consignment store, and they're all gonna be under the brand Aritzia. So I have Wilfred, I have Babaton and Tallulah clothes. I don't know why, but it's never Aritzia, but somehow it's under that brand. I just wanted to share a little bit about why I don't buy brand new clothes, and I started becoming more minimalist about my lifestyle in 2016. And it actually started because I've had a lot going on mentally that year, and somehow minimalism with my thoughts somehow spilled onto my daily life. And the next thing that I changed about my lifestyle is my shopping habits. I used to buy a lot of fast fashion back in the day. But then minimalism taught me to just be, satisfied with what I actually have, and it's helped me in a lot of ways. I save a lot of money now by not feeling like I have to buy new things all the time and having to keep up with trends and stuff like that. I did want to share some stats with you about how fast fashion affects the environment. So I'm gonna put it up the screen. Come on.
North Americans send 9.5 million tons of clothing to landfill every single year, and 95% of this truckloads of clothes can be reused or recycled. 20% of industrial water pollution comes from treating and dyeing textiles. It takes 700 gallons of water to produce enough cotton for one shirt. That's crazy. The clothing industry is the second most polluter of clean water. More than 90% of cotton is now genetically modified. Production of fiber is responsible for 18% of pesticide use worldwide and 25% of insecticide use worldwide.
There's a lot of energy being used, a lot of water, and also carbon emissions produced from producing one single piece of clothing. And not only that, so that's the before life of a product or of a piece of clothing, and then after that it has to get transported to wherever you are, especially if you're buying from a big company, which usually offshores their labor. So they're gonna have to ship it to where you live, and that also uses up a lot of fuel and water. So the carbon and water footprint is already a lot by then, and then we use it. And let me just share this one right here.
It says average consumer bought 60% more clothing in 2014 than in 2000, but kept each garment half as long.
The afterlife is the landfill. I'm actually working with a friend to create this documentary about sustainability, and one of the businesses that we're going to interview is a business in Vancouver that collects scraps of fabric on the floors of factories and manufacturers and just local designers, and tries to resell them to hobbyists and other local designers who are conscious about the environment. And we went to their facility to just see what it's like.
We can't even recycle the materials because they might have some kind of a DWR, which is like the water repellent stuff. They're not really recyclable. But things like that, we'll just send it for incineration. But it's also not like really good process because there's still like different things in the air that come out of it. So there's still a lot of like things that are not really great about the process. Yeah, exactly.
From the process.
Exactly. But and the other thing, of course, it's not going to be fabric again, and so all the resources and all the work that comes into making fabric is basically lost. And so that's why the hierarchy basically of like what we try to do is reuse first, then recycling, and only then recovery, which is incineration.
Seeing how much fabric waste there is really opened my eyes to how much waste we produce just by owning clothes, especially if they're brand new. That's just, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. So these are not things that I bought recently. Yeah, I don't really do hauls. I don't really need that many clothes, especially because I work from home, so it's so much easier for me. But if you work in an office or if you work in the fashion industry, it's kind of understandable that you want to look presentable and want to have fresh clothes all the time. But also there's other ways that you could do that while only having a few sets of clothes. And I'm not gonna explain it here, but I think it's called capsule wardrobe. So loosely, I have a few rules when I'm buying anything brand new, or not brand new, but like, you know, brand new in my closet. I have to be able to travel with them. I have to be able to fold it small so I can pack it in my travel cube. I have to be able to move pretty well in them. Maybe dance in them. They have to be pretty good quality. They also have to be neutral in colors so that I can wear it with a lot of things. Like I could pair it up and nobody would notice that I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. Anyway, so this is what I have. Okay, so this first is a dress by Wilfred. It just looks like this. I know it's really plain, but that's just my style.
It passed the dance test.
So the next one is also a dress by Tallulah, and I think it was $20. And I love this because it's so comfy. I can fold it into a tiny piece for my travels. Yeah, it's just really simple, and I love this for traveling because it's so light.
So the next one is these pants.
I really love the bottoms. So pretty. This is her. So I got these jeans for I think $50. But guess what? I found a $20 bill in the pocket of these jeans. So technically it's only $30. So just to remind you, if you're selling your clothes, please double check the pockets.
But to the person who sold these jeans to that consignment store, and you really wanted me to have the $20 bill, thank you.
This is the next top that I have. It's very flattering. Oh, except for that. It doesn't really go too well with shorts because it's a little long. So I'm not gonna wear it with shorts because I'm gonna look like I'm wearing nothing underneath. But if that's your thing, do your thing, girl. You do you. Nothing wrong with no pants. It's a plain white sweater in the front, but party in the back. It was only $11. The quality is just perfect. It's a little bit on the thick side. She's a little thick. Yeah, it's not really a travel piece of clothing because it's pretty warm. And I never really go to cold places. I'm gonna climb this wall. And this is the silk top. Oh, it says Wilfred Free. Yeah, it just feels so, well, it's made of silk, so it does feel silky. Sometimes this is tight on me and sometimes it feels okay. And now it feels okay, so, you know. Next top is this. And it's by Wilfred. I'm getting so sweaty from this video, but actually I'm really happy because it's really sunny out and it's Vancouver and this never happens. Wow, I'm so friggin' pale right now.
I think it's a flattering top overall.
So the next one is this top. I think it was about $15 and there's just ruffles here and the back is pretty nice. I don't know if I tied it correctly, but I like it because it has a lot of room in the stomach. Okay, so next I have this top from Wilfred as well, and I think it was $20. And I've worn this so many times already. I think I kind of overused this, but look at it though. It still feels like new. It still looks like new to me. Super danceable and movable. I wear this pretty much all year round. It's probably one of my favorite purchases. And also it's just very flattering, just the stomach here. I think it makes it look more shrunk than it actually is. So this next one is a shirt by Wilfred. It's very comfy, it's very summery. What are you looking at, Charlie? Next we have this dress that I actually kind of cut off this, I actually cut the sleeves off. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of liked it better without the sleeves, but kind of also regret it.
If you're hot, you could just like use it to fan yourself. So this is just a white blazer that I got. I was just gonna wear it with shorts like this for when I travel, and because it's very packable, it's very foldable. The only problem with it is that it gets a little wrinkled, but that's okay. When I'm traveling, it's not that big a deal. Just like throw it on when I'm wearing a tank top and shorts, and I feel like it makes you look a little more dressed up if that's what you're going for. But if not, then wear these sunglasses. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I just really wanted to show you guys that there's so many things that you can find in thrift stores or consignment stores that are, you know, still in mint condition and look perfectly fine and would last for a long time, and are also really good brand. Well, I wouldn't say that Aritzia is the best brand, but I really like their style. But also I know that a lot of girls like this brand, so I just wanted to show you guys that you can find really good secondhand Aritzia brands. I also wanted to bring awareness to the social impact and the environmental impact that the fashion industry has. So, and it's really in-depth, and there's a lot of, it covers a lot of topics. It's not a black and white thing, but I would really encourage you guys to watch the documentary True Cost. There's so many things that we don't know about that goes on into making a piece of clothing, both socially and environmentally. There's just a lot of different factors that we don't really consider when we buy it because we don't see that parts of it. So I feel like it's really good to know, and you would learn so many things that nobody ever talks about. And that really helped me to see things in a better perspective, especially when it comes to shopping and fast fashion and the consumerist habits that we've developed over the years. It's really hard to turn around, but I feel like things like that would really help. So please give it a watch. I think it's still on Netflix. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video.